Here we are. This is the glamour of running for Lieutenant Governor of the state of Minnesota, crammed in the back seat of a sedan with other people. I don't know how I'm going to get out of this car, but I'm fine right now. I've probably been here 1 million times. This is Pollyeyes Pizza. I think it took me 3 years to say Pollyeyes right because the spelling is really goofy. You get off campus, come down the hill, and this is absolutely fantastic. Literally, I've been here 1 million times. Cheryl, here's a question I've been wondering for years.
Okay.
What makes Pollyeyes Pizza so good?
I believe it's our sauce and our cheese. We get our cheese directly from Wisconsin, a place.
Whoa. What's wrong with Minnesota cheese? I don't know if you noticed, I'm running for Lieutenant Governor. And if Scott Jensen and I win, I'm going to mandate that all Minnesota pizzerias use Minnesota cheese. Would that be a problem?
Yeah, I don't know.
I'm just kidding. Okay, what's the worst pronunciation of Pollyeyes you've ever heard? Because Pollyeyes is spelled P-A-G-L-I-A-I-S.
Right.
What's the most butchered pronunciation you've ever heard?
I would say Paglieyes. That's the most common.
Well, actually, did you know in Italian that Pollyeyes means straw?
I did not know that. I learn something new every day. I did not know that.
I didn't know that till 10 seconds ago, till Mario just told us. He thinks he knows everything Italian.
Dad, does this look the same?
No, not at all. But, I mean, I haven't been down here really. My last year with the Vikings was 14 years ago, so lots changed. I mean, when I was down here at training camp, you were just a wee bitter, knee-high to a rattlesnake. And, yeah, it's kind of as you get older, you sort of... Things change and it makes you a little bit sad. Sad. Yeah.
So you're old now?
I wouldn't say I'm old. I'm just not young. Hi, would you mind if I just ruined your lunch real quick? Is that all right? Are you engaged in politics at all?
I tell you what, it's very big on my mind, large on my mind right now.
Is it? Have you always been that way, or is that more recent?
Real recent.
Yeah?
I mean, last couple years
too,
now.
Yeah.
Yeah?
It used to be like, that's their job, I have my job. But now it's like, hey, it impacts me.
What do you guys feel like the biggest issues are? What needs to get done?
Inflation driven by the oil prices, I believe, the gas prices. I think it's all comes from there. That's my feeling.
I think not being a career politician actually does help, not institutionalized. We always talk about, I think we all sort of lament, like, it's broken and this and that. Well, I'm Democrat, Republican, doesn't matter. We've all said, why don't we have better candidates, right? System set up where you're only able to select from a really small pool of people. All right, Mario. This is another one of those places that was very important to my Mankato experience. Jake's Stadium Pizza.
Is that all you did, is eat pizza?
Yeah, pretty much. Might have had a few beers, too. Oh, Mario, I'm glad you asked. Come right over here. Mario, I'm just going to grab a seat. I'm just kind of tired from filming all day, okay? I'm just going to randomly pick this booth right here and just kind of hang out. Do you like this booth, Mario?
I prefer another table.
You think this is a good place to sit?
Can we sit somewhere else?
I think I like this one. I think this is probably the best booth in the whole place. I feel like an angel's watching over me here. You got a lot of great stuff on the walls here.
Yes.
Nothing better than that jersey in the corner over there.
That jersey in the corner.
Is that where you sit the VIPs? How long has Jake's Stadium Pizza been here?
It's been in operation for a little over 50 years now.
Okay.
The relationships we've formed over the years with some of the Vikings players.
Oh yeah.
Were really special.
Because I can remember being out afternoon practice, 100 degrees, and saying, all right, another half hour, and then we get to go to Jake's. Do you still have the frosty mugs for the beer? Oh, thank you. To order a pizza and then to get a frosty mug and pour that beer in there, it's like nectar of the gods. Who's your favorite Vikings player of all time?
It's got to be Matt Burke.
Thanks. See, you heard it here first, folks. Wally does not lie. This right here is really kind of one of the main places of my Mankato experience. Tab on the Ave, where we would come. Jeff Christie, Randall McDaniel, Todd Stussy, Dave Dixon, Corey Stringer. It was Tab on the Ave. It was just a place to go, get away, rehydrate, if you know what I mean.
My dad ever used to come here?
He did. He came here all the time, and we took care of him.
Did he do anything that my family wouldn't be proud of?
No, absolutely not. We helped him get to church on Sunday, and he was very well behaved.
Okay, if you say so.
We stayed in a dorm. We did football like 23 hours a day. The only thing that you really had to look forward to was finding little places, good places to eat, to get a good meal. I mean, we were linemen. We had to eat. We loved eating. But that'd be like your treat for the day. Like, hey, if we can just get through this 3-hour full padded practice, then we're going to go eat somewhere cool, like Zans Tacos.
My name's Wes Otto.
Wes. All right, Wes. So are you a fan here of Zans Taco?
I'm a fan. I'm also the owner.
So you must really like it then, huh?
Never trust a skinny cook. That's what I like to tell
them. It must be delicious then here. How long have you owned Zan's Mexican restaurant?
My sister and I just bought it in June, but my parents have owned it for over 35 years before. The cheese chilito is unique to us. We're the only ones with the recipe. We've been selling it for 35 years. It accounts for over 50% of our sales. It's a toasted flour tortilla with chili cheese on the inside of it, and it's really dang good. We got a t-shirt.
Merch. We got merch.
That's right.
I love it.
And then, of course, we've got the world-famous cheese chilito.
World-famous cheese chilito.
Let's make it happen.
This is fantastic. I appreciate it, Wes.
Thanks for coming down.
My pleasure. These are the exact same fields that I practiced on with the Minnesota Vikings. Now the Minnesota State Mavericks are practicing. I mean, I spent hours and hours and hours on these fields every single day. It was intense. I mean, 11 training camps, 11 summers out here.
So I don't remember how long you were gone for because I was a child, but how long were these days and how long were you gone for?
So training camp would normally be like 3 weeks. So I'd leave and it'd be like 6 days of practice, and then we'd get 24 hours off. So like as soon as that practice was done, I'd run home, and then I'd 24 hours, and then I'd have to come back.
Do you miss it?
No, I don't miss it. I got my fill. I'm grateful that I got to do it for so long, but it's hard, and but yeah, I mean, it's kind of obviously it's part of my life, part of my story. Probably helped part of what made me who I am. This campaign we're running, it's hard, it's long, we're learning a lot of things. And one of the things that we keep going back to, Scott and I, is that when we're out there talking to Minnesotans and talking about the issues, we really got to take the bull by the horns.